Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2015, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month has a very strong financial focus for you, and it really starts right out of the gate. And we've also got some long ongoing themes that started for you last month that should reach some really nice conclusions and culminations this month as well, also related to finances. So as we start the month, we've got a full moon happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with money that you earn. It has to do with the efforts you take, the things that you do, so that you can provide for yourself and for those to whom you are responsible. It has to do with financial opportunity, particularly the kind that has to do with the raise in salary and generating greater prosperity for yourself, whether on a level of ideas or practically experiencing some lovely boon and benefits coming up for you. And we have that playing out for you now this month. We've got financial progress taking place, but we've also got progress that leads to some really nice developments, encouraging developments for you on the level of the workplace and on the level of you feeling like you're actually achieving something that matters to you. So we've got this full moon happening, and it is happening speaking with Uranus in supreme harmony, with Jupiter in supreme harmony. So there's surprises and there's luck right along with this. There's higher ups being on your side, bosses being on your side, and feeling like your workplace is changing to your advantage as well. Now this particular full moon, it does look like, as right out of the gate, perhaps just before the month begins, there might be some concern around money, feeling like you need to have it, feeling like you're spending too much of it, feeling like it's going a little bit too fast. So it's almost as if there's a feeling of an expenditure taking place. I would say don't worry about that and don't give into that. Try not to give that too much energy. If something should come up, you have to ask yourself, is it necessary or not? I think that some of you out there are going to find it isn't. But it is possible that there might be an expenditure, particularly related to a child, if you have children. That may be where the expenditure shows up for you. But as we move forward, and especially once this full moon occurs in the first days of the month, that's when things really start to get better. You start to pick up a pace, a lucky break comes through, and you're able to create greater prosperity for yourself. So this is a time for you to overcome any fears, any inertia, gently move away, your attention away from what feels like it needs so much of your energy, of your time, of your money, and instead focus on where you can create greater opportunity for yourself, and you will find that it seemingly comes out of nowhere to happen for you. So this is a great time to ask for a raise. It's a great time to apply for any kind of position that will help you to create greater prosperity for yourself as well. And also a great time to pay attention to your ideas. Now this is a full moon, so there's an element of things reaching fruition. So it's very possible that financial steps that you put into place 6 months ago will now start to reap benefit for you, will now start to reach a place where there is some return happening. So if you had an idea you started to implement 6 months ago, this is when the return starts to come. This is when the rewards start to come. If you started doing a particular job or particular work, this is where you get to say, look, I've proven myself. Now I think I deserve a raise. If you are somebody looking for work, you've got a great sky as we start the month to overcome any self-doubt that you might have and actually secure something that makes you very happy, that seems to bring you a sense of delight and seems to bring you a sense of peace as well. And by peace, I mean just a sense of happiness, a sense that things are going in your favor, financially especially speaking. As we move towards the middle of the month, we have a new moon taking place, and this new moon is happening in a part of the sky that has to do with other people's money. So this is grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns, benefits as well, financial aid where it comes to paying for education. So all of these types of monies are promised or are highlighted. Now, what's interesting is we've had Mercury going backwards, forwards, forward, backwards, and as we start the month backwards, but begins to go forward right around June 10. So you want to pay attention what happens then. If there was any kind of financial matter that was in the air or coming up right around the 4th of May, this is when you get your answer. This is when things start to move forward. If you got a no before, you might get a yes now to any kind of funding that you were asking for. And this is when things start to feel like they're making progress in a financial sense. And especially once we get to that new moon in the middle of the month, this is a great sky for you to be applying for just about whatever thing you think you might qualify for, and especially to go back and apply again for things that didn't work out before as well. What I really love about this month as well is that there's an aspect here playing out that says to me that you are considering your worth, you're considering what you're bringing to the table, and you're asking the universe to respond in kind. You're placing higher value to what you bring, but you're also thinking about the value of what you bring. Is what you bring truly valuable? And if it is, what value do you place on it? And if it isn't, how can you change things for yourself so that you are bringing greater value and having the universe, opening up to the universe, creating greater prosperity for yourself in that regard? So there's an element here of healing. There's an element here of you recognizing not only your inherent worth, but also redefining your worth as well. And there's an element really here of putting money in the right place and putting possession and things in their right place as well. It's great to have whatever it is that you desire to have. That's awesome. But there's a sense of self and a sense of self-definition that I think you as a Scorpio understand that goes beyond the surface and goes beyond things and reaches right to the heart of you as well. Reaches to something a little bit more essential and a little bit more meaningful at that. This month, you get to consider all of that. What is real, what is authentic, what is superficial, and how both have their place in your life. You can honor both, you can respect both, you can enjoy both, and at the same time know that it is in considering both, the practical, the material, and the spiritual, that all of life becomes that much richer.